Test, test. Hey. Bread. Hello. No, he's not gonna be joining us today. Well, in early right now. Sorry, I feel like I'm getting sick. But no. He in the beginning, he's not gonna be joining us. He's doing other stuff. Okay, now I see why a lot of people weren't chatting because I had it as a subscriber only channel. That's not that good. That's not good. That's not good. That's really bad. Okay, so right now we're gonna. I'm actually gonna play some Minecraft. Yo yo yo. Oh hey. Melody. Welcome back to the live. Melody on TikTok. Hello, welcome. Alright, let me change the live scene. So I was already playing a little beforehand. Actually, or something this time. Red join. Welcome to TikTok live. Hey Melody, welcome back. Welcome back to TikTok Live. If you're still here, but sadly, how do you say? Ace won't be joining us for a bit. He's gonna be he's undisposed of. So that is a little, you know, that sucks a little. Shh. Dot number three join. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so for the for this Minecraft one, I do have a couple things I want to do, which is I don't know if you remember last stream, I lost my freaking diamond stuff, and we actually went through the Ace went through the video. He scrubbed through it. I scrubbed a little through it too, but turns out that he actually passed through the area I had died, and yeah, the stuff had already despawned. So yeah, that sucks. Shit. I like mythology has followed. Thank you, thank you. Is that you, Melody? Dominic joined the TikTok live. Thank you, thank you. Let me know. I'm reading chat too. I'm reading chat. So I before I accidentally had put it cause I barely started doing subscriptions. I accidentally put it as I thought I had added it so it hasn't like subs only like a chat for subscriptions only. But it turns out it made the whole channel for subscriptions only, like the chatting. So that was my bad. That was my bad. But thanks for the like. Or sorry for the follow. Okay. I have a couple things. One, get that pickaxe back again. Two, fix the villager breeder. I'm gonna try to see how I can fix that. Even, thankfully, there is villagers, so it should be pretty easy to set up. And two, probably finish this place up. Because honestly, the way this was intended to be, it doesn't really work. Like it wasn't supposed to be like this. Yeah, it was supposed to be maybe fix this up, or I might just leave it like this. Who knows? Uh, I'm probably gonna will fix up this front or this top. Try to see if I can find the video of how it goes. If not, I'll just do something by myself. What was I gonna get? Right. Okay, first. I think I'll need this. I think Ace has all the. Oh no, here they are. I think I'll need that. I'll take one of these. Sure, it should work out. Should work out. Okay, I have an idea on how to do it, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll work. Go that way. Go that way. Oh, wrong one. Wrong way. Wrong way. Put that there, and it pushes you this way. And fuck, I screwed myself over because I did not bring. Whoop. Okay. There you go. Bread 239's older brother. Oh, hey, what's up? I like mythology. Is there? Do you want me to address you in any other way? Okay, let's see. First, I need this here. The Uno enthusiast joined. Welcome to TikTok Live. Also, not much is up. I'm just trying to fix this. Shit. I mean to. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. What's up? Nah. There's no way to. Okay. If that's how you want to do it, that works out fine too. Oh, come on. Coming up. Come on. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay, he spots the. Fuck. Damn it. Fuck. I Okay, I think if I can just get him up here, should go on his own. Yeah, I think he already wants. Oh, can we back him up a little? There, that should be enough. Yeah, he goes on his own. Okay, there we go. All I need is the other guy now. Oh, the villager. What do you do outside streaming and your job? Mainly, I started picking up a couple of hobbies right now. One of the main hobbies I picked up right now is actually writing. I used to do photography and what's it say? Oh, did he go by himself? Oh no, he went over here. I did photography, video editing. Um, what the hell? Sorry. Uh, I also do like I go watch movies. What do you do like writing? What do you like writing? Uh, I actually I like writing like just random stuff. I actually I spoke with Ace about this like years ago. I've had this book idea for like years already. I think since I was like in high school. I had a book idea, and I never really did it till. Well, actually, I did start writing some stuff, but never fully like working on it, and till like right now. Did he fall? No way, he fell back in the water. Where is he? God damn it, this fucking guy. Shit. I don't know how I'm gonna get him out of there. Fuck. So right now I'm basically working on writing that book. I It's basically the same as the same idea I've always had, just trying to fix it up. It's more fleshed out now that you know. Damn. Okay. Okay. Uh, but one of my favorite hobbies is doing photography. It's really fun. It's super easy. It's just crazy what you can do. Now let's go see what the. Okay, I think he might want to go that way. So he'll definitely either fall back in the water. So, yeah. Okay. So if I just break this one, it should go, right? And this one too. No! God damn it, both of these. You too. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Come on. Come on. Don't be a pain. No! Fucking dickheads. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on. Uh, that should work. That should work. Uh, and then okay, That works. That works. That works. Just need to put this one. So yeah. Okay. Now I have two villagers there. One over here. Right? Where's the other guy? What happened to the other guy? How? How? What is your dream job? Not social media. I don't really know, actually. I won't lie to you. How did this guy fall in here? But maybe something with photography. Uh, or voice acting. That's pretty cool. I think voice acting would be one of the cool jobs. Like, not a dream job, but a job I'd be down to have. Okay. Shit. Come on, come on, come on. I'll put him directly here. Come on. Go that way. Go that. Swear to God, you're pissing me off. Go. God. Yes. 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 Finally. If you could voice act in any movie or show, what would you do? Honestly, I would do shows. I feel like shows are pay you better, or not better, but it's a more consistent line of work rather than just pure movies. Cause like look at it like in like or video games. I probably would do video games, but if not video games, then probably shows. One of the shows that I would want to work, or if I could work, would be like a something with the DCU, maybe even like do dubbed like anime. That shit's kind of cool. What one? I don't. It'd be like DCU, the animated shows. I'd be down to do one of those. Let's go. Let's go. Or if not, I would do like I know I pretty much would like doing like uh anime based ones like Jujutsu Kaisen. That would be kind of cool. Even though that one season 3 is already basically in production, so it's not really a possibility. But from what I hear, vocal training is not that hard. It's actually easier than it seems. And breaking into voice acting, uh, it's not as challenging as the other forms of acting. There you go. What animes you like? I have very different animes that I like. There's my one of my favorite ones is obviously Jujutsu Kaisen. The other one is Dragon Ball Z. Uh, let's see. Surprisingly, I never watched Attack on Titan, but from what I've seen, it's a pretty fun anime to watch. It's not that it looks interesting. It has a really good. From what I hear, it's a really good story. So I could put that one as my as one that I like. Let's see, Code Geass. Uh, which one else? There's a lot of them. There's one called not True Blood. What was it called? Cold Blood. I don't know. It's about this guy. He becomes like the king of vampires or something. He has to fight like vampires to I guess stay in position or something. It was really good. Uh, are you gonna be streaming tomorrow? Yes. I'll stream tomorrow. I'll try to stream tomorrow a little earlier at 8:30, or even earlier than that, because I do work the next day. But yeah, if it's about Attack on Titan, yeah, I heard it's really good. I do know they ruined it, or I guess ruined the hype because of how they were doing like, oh, this is the final part of part two or something like that. I know they really extended it, which is what caused a lot of people to not like it. Not because it was bad, but because of how they were like milking the ending. But I also heard some people didn't like the ending, And, and hold up, I need to blow my nose. Sorry. Anyways, yes, Attack on Titan, from what I heard, has really good storytelling. Has like, it's one of the best. It's like not a starter anime, like, and not a lot of filler. So actually, I think zero filler. But okay, let's see what other animes I like. I like Naruto. Um, damn. Helsing Ultimate. Let's see which one else. Which one else? I'm trying to remember them right now. It's like when you get asked like name your favorite foods or like something, the list is like Kimi ni Toloke, which is my high school life. Uh, Origuru, Orange. Which one else? Which one else? Uh, the Alchemist one, Brotherhood. No, 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 not Brotherhood. The one that has the actual ending. I like, I like the ending, but I know some people don't. Yeah, yeah. Some people, I know how it ends, and you know what? I think it's a fun. I think not fun. Sorry. I think it's a really interesting ending, cause it's like he accomplished his goal in a sense, but he didn't really save anything. He just made it so. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched, who has seen the ending of Attack on Titan. He basically saved his friends, but not the world, which is I don't know. It's an interesting choice. Now have been seeing that a lot of sorry, I'm adjusting myself over here in person. I have seen that a lot of animes that are ending right now. A lot of people are not liking how the ending. Let me see which one. My Hero Academia. A lot of people didn't like the ending. I believe. Mainly because of but I think that was the fans just not liking that, you know, Deku and Bakugo didn't end up together. The, that little ship thing. But the way well, My Heroes and it did seem kind of rushed. Yeah, I do think it could have. I don't like that he basically did ended up without powers. But you know what? It was done for a reason. I'm guessing it was done for a reason, and I'm pretty sure. But I do think it could have been done better. I won't lie. I do think the anime is good. The only reason why a lot of people don't like it is because of the fandom. The I do think like a lot of the stuff the My Hero Academia anime does or the manga does is pretty good. It's just obviously the fans are what ruin the show. It's like they basically have to shove like like I know they were doing like death threats to the creator, like because they wanted the characters to end up together, and it's like, just why why are you doing that? Don't do that. Okay, get the like, don't do that, please. Like, don't be weird. I accidentally put this here. Okay, thankfully the fandom is crazy. What game am I gonna stream tomorrow? Probably Phasmophobia. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm been excited for. I just me and Ace haven't had time to play anything, especially with the people that come into my room. I remember hearing that some fans ended themselves because someone. I don't know if that was. I'm heard something about. Sorry, sorry. I'm gonna blow my nose. Give me one moment.
Mic off. Mic on.
Damn, this shit's out. Anyways, yeah, I heard something about that. The some people were hurting themselves because of the characters, and it's like, don't do that. It's just they're just characters. It's never that serious. Yeah, it's never that serious. But that some people just get obsessed over them. Let's see. Oh right. What I was gonna do actually. Wait, so maybe I can do a iron farm, but we don't have pumpkins. If I oh, actually we might have some. Let's see. It's it's just write a fanfic if you don't like it. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Just write a fanfic. Like that'll basically Sorry. Yeah, it'll basically help you cope with what happened, and it'll be real. It'll be real to to yourself. But I say, yeah, I've heard of the people how they go crazy. Let me check up on these guys. Hopefully, okay. There we go. He had one baby. Are there any over here? Just that guy, I think. Ooh, wait. I think there's another one behind, next to him. So two. What's the end goal for this stream? It's just basically gonna gather resources for now, and try to make this place look nicer. I am not a good builder, so I'm gonna try my best. So I wanna make this look nicer. If that makes sense. Because this is basically a big square box, and I don't want what happened last time with the zombies to jump up here. And then the house, I want to finish that up. I want to basically make this place look nicer. Probably gonna bring this down, make like a road or something, so it like it's more flatter. It's just a light chill stream today, nothing huge. Because if I go to the Nether by myself, I'm definitely dying. But I could. I do want to set up a couple farms, but I don't know if they will work. Mm, One of the main end goals is trying to get that OP pickaxe back and the sword. That's the real end goal of this game. To maybe also get a horse. I do need a horse. Like this. Probably. Clean this up a little. Something like this, but a little nicer. And then probably this, fix this up, because it's just basically an entrance, and any mob can go in there. So maybe make like a gate. That could work. I could make a gate. Let me see. Let me see. Or wall. looking. Not wall. What would it be? Gate? Ooh, I like how this one looks. Let's see. Let me look at this tutorial. I could do that for now. That does work. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Okay, that could work. That could work. Okay. Okay. I'll make this wall or slash gate later. Probably around the end of the stream. It's not gonna be the. It's not that. Shouldn't take too much resources, but. But I am a little worried. It could take some resources. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like Melody stopped following me, so that sucks. Sorry. It looks like Melody stopped following me. Well, okay. So, yeah. Okay, I have an idea what to do. It will take a little gathering of resources, but I think I can lower this and then make a pathway. What states, countries have you been to? I have not been. The only country I've been is to Mexico, and I've only been to one state, Texas. Yep. I don't travel a lot. I do want to travel. I think one of my end goals is traveling to Colorado, or if I could, uh, This one is for the convention, the TwitchCon convention, which should be in California or LA. I wouldn't mind going to one of those, or even VidCon, but probably next year. Hopefully, I'm a big streamer, but well, not big streamer, but hopefully I'm a big enough streamer to be able to like go there. Oh shit. There we go. I was wondering why they weren't falling. Have you ever seen snow? No. I have never seen snow. Well, it did snow one time here in Texas. That's where I'm at. So that was cool. It didn't that slow a lot, but it snowed. I was gonna do again. Oh yes, I was gonna take down trees. So let me take down trees. But like full on snow, no. I've never seen full like piles of snow. Never. I'd be down to see some. I want to go to Colorado because uh, it's really from what I hear, it's really nice. Two, uh, obviously lots of snow, but lots of like things to do. Get this shit off of me. Put that there. Lur, Lur Gay join. Welcome to TikTok Live. Welcome to TikTok Live. Okay, let's take down some trees. But yeah, here's how I'm gonna plan out the wall. By the way, I'm probably gonna extend this back out here right now with the dirt I'm gonna get from all this, which is gonna be an extra. Just do that, circle it, which eventually might stretch out to do like a pier or something to for fishing. You obviously when you one of these we do need a fish. Go up. Keep getting inches. We get like 62 inches a year. Yeah, we don't. We barely get any. All we get is ice, basically. Yeah, it's rarely like it's never full on snowed here. Alright, I'm gonna blow my nose one more time. Alright. I don't think I'm. Oh yeah. Move this here. Missing anything else? I don't think so. That should be it. Let's go. and I'm just using pure oaks. I well, yeah, because technically that's all I have. Snow's cool, and all you have to shovel your driveway almost every day. Yeah, yeah, that's one of the good things that we don't have to deal with is dealing with shoveling the driveway. I hear it's pain. It's a pain to do that. Well, especially like once we live, since we live in a hill. Oh yeah, that would suck from what I can tell. Now all we have to deal with here is pure heat, straight up heat. Sorry. What is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday would surprisingly be I so at first I didn't have one. Then it became obviously uh Christmas, but now actually it might be Halloween, but I don't think so. That's the thing. I'm hesitant about having a favorite holiday. It might be either technically because summer's technically a holiday. Summer's fun too, but since I'm basically an adult now and I don't really have a summer, I don't really like. It's like just, whatever. Like summer rolls up, July, June roll up. It's just basically another day for me. Cause genuinely, like I can do basically anything. When I'm not working, obviously, I can just go anywhere. Like, cause I live nearby a beach, I can just go to that beach anytime I want, and then just chill there. I rarely go to it though. So maybe I think I prefer the cool weathers now, cause it does get hot here a lot. Like trust me. Ah shit, that was a dumb thing to do. But yeah, how old are you? Are you still in school or college? Uh, I'm not in school or college anymore. I was in college for a bit. After I graduated, I was in college for about half a semester, and then I couldn't. I didn't have the money for it, so I just quit, and then like I just stopped, and then I went to get a job. I'm actually gonna turn 23. I'm 23 years old. Might as well say it. It doesn't. It's not really that much big deal. So technically, right now I'm 22. I don't know what age you guys thought I was. I'm missing something there. Ah, there we go. See, I was born 5 years ago or some shit. I'm gonna use some of this to get at emeralds, actually, because I kind of need emeralds right now. Because we don't have enough, so I can get all the books that I need for these for what I want. So I'm gonna have to set up a couple. What do you say? Fletchers. I know there's a way to do a tree farm. I don't know how good it is, especially considering now that some trees come out like this. I know back then it was really good, but this, this, do this. Born 5 years ago. Oh yeah, and it was meant to be born 50 years ago, because you know how anyone who's in their 20s are basically uncles, unks. Yeah, I kind of was just thinking of that. Should be one similar. Look around here. How's the wife and kids? I don't have a wife and kids, sadly. Do not. I'm a single guy. I'm a single guy. How much do I have? Okay. Okay, should be enough, I believe. How to make. Hmm. Okay, here's the thing though. Let me see. Okay, now that I'm thinking of it. Hmm. The problem is this. This is in the way. Well, technically this. How can I do it? How can I do it? Do a cobblestone. Oh, they're making babies. They're making babies. Woo! Just what I need. Hell yeah. This is what I need. Lular Gav, like the life. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. If you could do college course for free, what would you do? I would probably do coding. I actually want to learn coding. I don't know if I'm smart for it, but it seems easy enough. It's just learning another language, and I'm pretty decent at English and well languages. So yeah, coding would be something I would want to learn. I know I can. Here's the thing. Here's one thing. There's actually free courses you can find online for colleges. Okay, give me one moment. I need to go do something, and then I'll be back. Hello, hello. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, I had to go get my dogs. They were outside, so I had to bring them in. Oh, let me. Joseph Macias, welcome to TikTok Live. Welcome to TikTok Live. Uh, what I miss? What I miss? If you could do a college course for free, what'd you do? Yeah, coding or even like coding, finance. Oh shit! Damn, thank God I didn't get attacked. Well, I wasn't active. Holy shit! No, yeah, it's because I held it away. Right now, that was me sneezing. By the way, sorry. Yeah, yeah, I held it away so when I sneezed, and that's why it sounded choppy. Anyways, these two, the two that I have that I bring inside, they're puppies. They're a mix of Chiweenie, like a Dachshund and a Chihuahua, with another breed, which the oh shit. Oh, which the original owners don't know who the father is. Like they don't know the breed of the father. Oh shit, it's that's actually bad. Me the hell. Sorry, hold up. Let me see. That's weird. Why is my what's my game lagging? Is it because of the sheep? Let me kill some of them. It might actually be holy shit. Is it still the mic still chopping up or no? I think it was because I was holding it far away from the when I was sneezing. Oh, me to do that. you go. Okay, that improved a little. Did I break it? No way. Oh wait, I can just do this. If not, I'll just do this. Let's watch this. It'll pro tip. Joshi3, welcome to TikTok Live. Welcome to TikTok Live. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So guys, I did have a topic I wanted to bring up. Oh, hold up. I need to sneeze. I need to blow my nose again. Shit. Okay. Should be better. Let me see. I had written it down. What was the topic again? Sorry. I need to look at it real quick. Here we go. It was fascinating alien encounter stories. Bro get kidnapped midstream. No, I'm still here. I'm still here. It's just the way that my mic's been working. Okay, you know, I've been looking at alien abduction. Some of these, some of these are pretty cool. So let's see. Let me see if I can pull them up over here. Actually, we're gonna go. I guess just chatting now. It's alright. It's alright. First, let's go with the one that I think is kind of cool. Let's see where it's at. Here we go. The abduction of Antonio Vilas Boas. Okay, here we go. I think this one is really interesting because from what I gather, okay, let me go to a window scene. Okay, let's go to this one. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this one is weird because okay, so this guy, I'm pretty sure this is a picture of him, was was kidnapped in 1957 in Brazil. Need to blow my nose again.
Mic off.
Okay.
Mic on.
Okay, I did not mean to show that, but anyways, let's see. So this one's interesting because, well, it was 1957 abduction of Antonio Villas Boas. Hold up, let me write down the other ones so I can show them right now too. There's also this one, the Ariel School Encounter. We'll discuss each one of these three. Well, actually not three. It's like four. Bronze UFO incident. Yeah. 1989 Soviet Union. Then, so it's technically four. I was thinking, and the Pascola abduction. Okay, which are pretty interesting. But let's go with this one first. Okay, let me just blow my nose one more time. Sorry guys, and then I'll discuss each one of them.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, I'm back. All right, let's do the AI mode. But I know a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Antonio Villalobos' abduction is a famous alleged UFO encounter that occurred in Brazil in 1957. Villalobos, then a 23-year-old farmer, claimed to have been taken aboard an alien spacecraft by humanoids and subjected to physical examination and the forced sexual encounter with a female alien. This incident gained significant notoriety within the UFO community and is considered one of the earliest widely publicized alien abduction narratives. Now, so it was, the way I know it happened is any anyone joining is going to be so confused. Yeah, they will be. So now, from what I know is he was he was doing like how it says here, he was plowing the fields at night, which is a little strange, but makes sense a little. That and it was actually not nighttime, if I remember correctly. It was sunset time, and the sky turned red. He then saw this egg-shaped craft, which is what caused the red lights, and eventually he was approached by 5 foot tall humanoids in gray suits and helmets, who communicated through grunts and yelps. He was stripped naked, covered in gel, and subjected to procedures including blood samples being taken from his chin, which I think this is really interesting. Blood samples from his chin. He also claimed to have been exposed to a gas that made him violently ill. The female humanoid, this is the humanoid that he had the encounter with, described an encounter with a naked female humanoid who possessed long white hair and bright red pubic and underarm hair. He claimed they were forced to have sexual intercourse, and she gestured that she would raise the resulting child in space. Villas-Boas noted having burns on his body, which a doctor diagnosed as radiation burns. He claimed a total of 4 hours had passed during the alleged abduction. Now, the reason why I think this is interesting is because when he said this whole thing happened, this was before the most famous alien abduction, which is the Hill one, which I don't if you don't know, it's called the Hill abduction. Alien. The Barney and Betty Hill incident. I don't know if you guys know about this one, which I can really quickly summarize with the AI. Yeah, refers to the alleged alien abduction of Betty and Barney Hill, an interracial couple from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, between September 9 and 20 1961. This incident, also known as the Zeta Reticuli incident, gained significant publicity and is considered a foundational case in UFO folklore. It's while driving home through the New Hampshire White Mountains, the Hills claim to have encountered a bright, unusual object in the sky. Barney, using binoculars, saw humanoid figures inside the craft. Feeling compelled and frightened, Barney ran back to the car and they sped away. Upon reaching home, the Hills discovered 2 hours of missing time from their journey. Initially, they only recalled fragments of the encounter.
Mic off.
Okay,
Mic on.
okay, I'm back. Okay, so all this happened before that that alien encounter. The Hill abduction is the most famous like alien abduction to exist. It's what started the alien like abduction stuff. Now, I think these are the signals. So I know that he did an interview, and so every other alien like abduction type stuff, even here I'll show you hypnosis and recovered memories. So, like how it said here, a lot of the people that claim to be abducted by aliens have to go through a hypnosis, like repressed memory type stuff. This guy didn't. He never went through anything like that. He never had to get his like through hypnosis to so he could like unrepress his memories. So he recounted everything by detail. These are I believe the signs or like sigils he saw in in the craft. But yeah, apparently he got stripped naked by these creatures. They yeah, the writing over the door. They poked him. They took blood from under his chin, which I don't know if that ever comes into to fruition because I feel like you could tell like someone, they poked the his chin or whatever. Let's see. Let's go to investigation. Let's not worry about his lifestyle. Let's go to the story. Damn, this shit is hella white. So I can't really see what you guys are saying. Okay. No, no chat. Okay. So yeah. Hold on. I need to blow my nose one more time. Shit.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay. So at the time of his alleged abduction, Antonio Vilas Boas was a 23-year-old Brazilian farmer who was working at night to avoid the hot temperatures of the day. On October 15, 1957, he was plowing fields near Sao Francisco de Sales when he saw what he described as a red star in the night sky. According to his story, this star approached his position, growing in size until it became recognizable as a rough, circular or egg-shaped aircraft with a red light at its front and a rotating cupola on top. I'm guessing that's like a spinning top. I don't know what cupola is. Oh, that. Okay, yeah. The craft began descending to land in the field, extending 3 legs as it did so. At that point, Boas decided to run from the scene. According to Boas, he first attempted to leave the scene in his tractor, but when its lights and engine died after traveling only a short distance, he decided to continue on foot. However, he was seized by a 5 foot tall, 150 centimeter humanoid who was wearing gray coveralls and a helmet. Its eyes were small and blue, and instead of speech, it made noises like barks or yelps. The three similar beings then joined the first in subduing Boas, then dragged him inside their craft. So it means they're really strong, by the way. Can I make this dark mode? I don't think so. Okay. Once inside the craft, Boa said he was stripped of his clothes and covered from head to toe with a strange gel. He was then led into a large semicircular room through a doorway that had strange red symbols written over it, which is the symbols I showed you guys. He claimed he was able to memorize these symbols and later reproduce them for investigators. In the room, the beings took samples of Boa's blood from his chin. After this, he was then taken to a third room, left alone with around for around half an hour. During this time, some kind of gas was pumped into the room, which made Boas become violently ill. Shortly after this, Boyce claimed he was joined in the room by another humanoid, this being the alien, the female alien. Okay. Boas noted that the female alien did not kiss him, but instead nipped him on the chin. Interesting, interesting. When it was all over, the female smiled at Boas, rubbing her belly and gestured upwards. Boa took this to mean that she was going to raise her child in space. The female seemed relieved that their task was over, and Boas himself said he felt angered by the situation because he felt as though he had been little more than a good stallion for the humanoids. Okay, he was then given back his clothing, taken on a tour of the ship by the humanoids. During this tour, he had attempted to take a clock-like device as proof of his encounter, but was caught by the humanoids and prevented him from doing so. He was then escorted off the ship and watched as it took off, glowing brightly. When Bo was returned home, he discovered that 4 hours had passed. He later became a lawyer, married, and had 4 children. He stuck to a story of his alleged abduction for his entire life. Some sources say he died in 1992, but he died on January 7th, 1991. Interesting, interesting.
Mic off.
Okay,
Mic on.
okay. So here's the investigation of that story, which I think I don't know if it mentions it, but yeah, it does. Okay. Following this alleged event, Boas claimed to have suffered from nausea and weakness, as well as headaches and lesions on the skin, which appeared without any kind of light bruising. Eventually, he had contacted journalist Jose Martinez, who had placed an ad in a newspaper looking for people who had experiences with UFOs. Upon hearing Boa's story, Martinez contacted Olav Fontes of the National School of Medicine of Brazil. Fontes was also in contact with American UFO Research Group APR. I actually don't know what this is. Oh, Aerial Phenomenon Research Organization. Fontes examined the farmer and concluded that he had been exposed to a large dose of radiation from some source and was now suffering from mild radiation sickness. Alright, writer Terry Melton states among Boa's symptoms were pains through the body, nausea, headaches, loss of appetite, seasonally burning sensation in the eyes, cutaneous lesions at the slightest of light bruising, which went on appearing for months, looking like small reddish nodules, harder than the skin around them, and protuberant, painful when touched, each with small central orifice yielding a yellowish tint water discharge. The skin surrounding the wound presented a hypochromatic violet tinged area. According to the researcher Peter Rochester, the story first came to light in February 1958, and the earliest defined print reference to Boa story was from June 1962 issue of the Brazilian UFO periodical bulletin. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Mic off. Mic on.
Now, Bo was able to recall every detail of his purport of his experience without the need for hyponetic regression. Further, Boa's experience occurred in 1957, which was several years before the famous Hill abduction, which made the concept of alien abduction famous and opened the door to many other reports of similar experiences. Now, Peter Rogerson, however, doubts the veracity of basically doubts Boa's story. He notes that several months before Boas first related his claims, a similar story was printed in the November 57 issue of the periodical O Crucero, and suggests that Boas borrowed details of this earlier account, along with elements of the contactee stories of George and Missy. I actually don't know which one this one is. Okay, so let me Boma knows. Okay. So, so obviously they're very skeptical skeptical of his story, and it makes a little sense. Now, the reason why a lot of people believe this was true is because they thought he was an illiterate peasant who couldn't make this up, but they put his family or possessed a tractor and which put them well above peasant class. Now we also know that he was really smart because he became a lawyer, which then flipped it so it considered him too much of a rural simpleton to have made the story up. So now he's too smart to have made that story up. He's too respectable and bourgeois. Now I didn't know about George Adamski. But yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Uh, I know this. Let's see. Oh, Adamski photographs of objects he claimed were UFOs have also come under scrutiny. His frequently published photograph from 1952 depicts an object which has been variously identified as the top of a chicken brooder or a street light. And Maskey claimed that the movie director Celie B. DeMille, top trick photographer, had examined his UFO photos and found a spaceman in them. And Marley himself declared that if Adams' pictures were fakes, they were the best he had ever seen. In the United Kingdom, 14 experts from the J. Archer Rank Company concluded that the object photographed was either real or a full-scale model. Damn. However, in his 1955 investigation into the Adamski's claims, James W. Mosley interviewed Marley, who stated that he had never enlarged the photos for analysis nor found the spaceman in them, and did not know anyone who had. He also interviewed German rocket scientist Walter Jones Riddle, who told them that he had analyzed Adamski's UFOs and found them to be fakes. Riddle told Mossy that the UFO's landing struts were actually 100-watt generic General Electric light bulbs and that he had seen the round G logo printed on them. In 2012, UFO researcher Joe Carpenter identified the reflector shade of a widely available 1930s pressurized gas lantern as an identical visual match on the main portion of Adamski's source. Can I make it bigger? Huh. Hey, I gotta give it to the guy. He was creative. He was really creative to do this. Go to bed. Now it is very interesting. Good luck with the rest of the stream. All right, thanks, Brad. Have a good night. Is your brother gonna stay or not? I like mythology. I don't know if you're gonna say or not. I had a couple other ones I was gonna talk about. If not, I can go back to Minecraft. Let me also do this. For a bit longer. I don't know. Do you want me to discuss this? Some of these are pretty cool. Like the aerial school encounter. They all claim to have seen fucking silver. Let me see. To a highly publicized UFO sighting an alleged alien encounter that occurred in September 1994 at the aerial school in Ruwa, Zimbabwe. During a morning school, 62 children aged between 6 and 12 claimed to have witnessed a silver craft land in a field adjacent to their school playground. Accounts of the incident described the children seeing one or more figures, often described as small, around 4 feet, dressed in tight black suits and having large dark eyes, emerged from the craft and approached them. Now, several children reported receiving telepathic messages from these beings, conveying an environmental theme about the importance of protecting the Earth. The encounter reportedly lasted about 15 minutes. The incident gained widespread media attention and was investigated by UFO researchers, including Harvard psychiatrist Dr. John Mack, who believed the children's accounts. The consistency in the children's story, along with the lack of any apparent motive to lie, contributed to the incident's notoriety. Skeptical explanations for the encounter have been proposed, including the possibility of mass hysteria, according to Wikipedia. Some also have suggested that the sightings could be related to the re-entry of Zenit 2 rocket, which caused a bright fireball over the region days before the incident, potentially influencing the children's perception of the event. The aerial school encounter remains a significant event in the UFO community, often cited as a compelling example of mass sightings involving credible witnesses. Several documentaries and news reports. Okay. Uh. Ooh. While some former students maintain their accounts, one individual featured in a 2023 Netflix documentary claimed to have fabricated the story as a prank, though this claim is disputed by other witnesses. Interesting, interesting. But yeah, it's kind of cool that this all this happened, and that it's a lot of kids who are keeping track, like consistent. Now I believe in aliens. Oh, this is probably the. I am Randall Nickerson, the director of Talk on the Era School. Now I do think, do they, did they see this? I don't know. I don't know actually. There's also this one. This one's pretty cool. The Voronezh UFO incident was an alleged UFO and extraterrestrial sighting reported by a group of children in Voronezh, Soviet Union on September 27, 1989. I like aliens, so yeah. Yeah, I know, I like them too. So I'm hoping that a lot of these are real. Not this one. The freaking guy that was with the alien girl. Yeah, but these like the aerial school encounter and the Voronezh UFO incident, I think would be really cool. The event gained international attention due to the Soviet press agency. Blah blah blah. Okay. The primary witnesses were a group of children playing in a park who claimed to have seen a UFO land and the aliens emerge. Some Now we have adults who claim to have seen the UFO. Now the description of the UFO was a large, shining reddish pink ball or disc, about 10 to 12 yards in diameter. Some accounts also mention a banana-shaped object. Okay. The beings were described as tall, around 9 feet, three-eyed creatures with small heads wearing silvery overalls and bronze boots, with a disc on their chest. They were accompanied by a robot. The aliens reportedly exit the UFO, went for a stroll in the park, and seemed to communicate with each other using a shining triangle. An account an alien used a device described as a gun or a tube to make a teenager disappear and reappear. Interesting, interesting. Reports claim that the scientists Investigation on the site found a 20-yard diameter depression into 4 indentations arranged in a rhombus shape, along with 2 pieces of rock that were allegedly not from Earth. However, later analysis identified the rock as hematite, which is found on Earth, according to Wikipedia. Elevated levels of radioactive isotope cesium were also reported, but considered insignificant and possibly linked to the Chernobyl disaster. Okay, now here's some skepticism. There were doubts about the incident's veracity. A French press agency reported state were no verifiable proof of a landing. A Soviet correspondent who reported on the story admitted he hadn't seen the landing himself, relying on the accounts of children. Soviet journalist Vladimir Poznan suggested that the creative imagination of young children may have been at play. Critics also pointed out the similarities between the Voron's accounts and the stories in American sci-fi magazines like Saga. Interesting. Now let's see how they look. What the hell? This thing kind of weird. That's how it looks. Well, this one looks interesting. Huh. The Varens incident. Pinhead aliens invade Russia. Scientists confirm landing of shining disk. Okay. Oh, then there's also this one. The Pascagoula incident. Is a prominent alleged close encounter with extraterrestrial beings that reportedly occurred in Pascagoula, Mississippi on October 11, 1973. The events of that night. 2 men, 1 object. Charles Hickson, 42, and Calvin Parker, 19. I remember this one. Were fishing on the west bank of the Pascagoula River when they heard a whirring sound and saw blue lights. The craft and its occupants. They saw an oval-shaped object estimated to be 30 to 40 feet across, from which 3 creatures emerged. These creatures were described as having gray elephant-like skin, bullet-shaped heads, slits for mouth, and crab-like pincers. They were approximately 6 feet tall, appeared robotic, and moved by levitating. The men felt paralyzed as the creatures took them aboard the craft. Inside, they were subjected to a medical examination by a large robotic eye. Hickson reported a feeling of being scanned or examined by the eye, while Parker, according to Hickson, fainted and remained unconscious during the examination. The men returned to a riverbank, and the object repeatedly departed. Initially, Hickson and Parker considered keeping the incident a secret, but ultimately decided to report it to the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and Kilsers Air Force Base. Authorities, initially skeptical, secretly recorded the men's conversation, hoping to catch inconsistency in their accounts, but their stories remained consistent. Hickson reportedly passed a polygraph examination. This really doesn't mean a lot, by the way. Polygraphs are really easy to pass, but not just that. Back then, they were easy to pass. Not just that. They don't really tell you if they're lying or not. They just tell you that a person's nervous. So if a person's nervous, that doesn't mean they're lying. It just means they're nervous about the situation. I believe aliens existed, but I doubt they've visited Earth. I feel like they have. Well, not. I don't. I think a lot of the stories that we hear or are told by people are lies. But I feel like some aliens have visited us, and they just don't. They just. It's like how we see how when we go to the safari and we like look at like the animals, they just look and they don't interact, or like how do you say it? Like photographers, photographers like go, they blend into the environment and like watch like the animals in their lifestyle. I feel like that's what these aliens do. They don't really interact with us or try to do anything. They're just watching us because we're so fascinating, because we're such a such a small, or like, how do you say it? Backwaters. We're so behind compared to them technological advance that they might not even like see us. They might just see us as something entertaining to watch, or maybe we're an experiment. This pug goal drew significant media attention, bringing the small town into the spotlight. Embraced the experience, writing a book and appearing on national television and talk shows, sharing his account with the public. The events have been featured in books, documentaries, and even inspired movies and songs. In 2019, a historical marker was placed at the site of the alleged abduction to commemorate the incident, describing it as America's best documented case of alien abduction. In 2024, Netflix Files of the Unexplained covered the incident, further generating interest and potentially leading to more people believing the story, according to SuperTalk Mississippi Media. The abduction continues to be a widely discussed and debated event in the field of UFO and abduction phenomena. These are creatures? Interesting. I'm trying to make this fucking thing look. They wear hats? What the hell? What was the description again? Bullet shaped heads. Huh. That's not how I would imagine a bullet shaped head. Ooh, this one looks cool. Well, let's see. Netflix show on Pacific makes more believers. One of the interviews on Hickson cover the incident. True crime shows work to piece together what is believed to be one of the closest encounters with extraterrestrials' life on record. Hey, this looks cool. Like dead ass. Let me make it. Damn, that actually looks badass. Let's see. A lot of information are very available in the abduction through articles. Oh, this is Calvin Parker. Interesting. So it doesn't really, because it's saying they were telling the truth. Yet, okay, I guess. Let's look up modern. Hold on, I forgot about this. Modern alien sites. In recent interest in UFOs or UAPs and potential alien or non-human encounters has surged, driven in part by government transparency efforts and whistleblower testimonies. Fox News. Okay. But where are the pictures? Most believable. Let's search it. Most believable alien abduction story. Oh, I spelled stories wrong. Betty and Barney Hill. Yeah, that's the most famous one. Travis Walton. Travis Walton Allard claimed he was struck by a beam of light from UFO and taken aboard the craft. His co-worker also reported seeing the UFO and beam of light, but initially they feared being implicated in Walton's disappearance. He was missing for 5 days before reappearing, and his account of the abduction was detailed and consistent with the reports from his co-workers. The case was later adapted into A Fire in the Sky, which brought it to a wider audience. Okay, the postcode. Paul Spencer joined the TikTok live. Welcome, welcome. Uh, Falcon Lake incident. This is 1996. Three drunk. Oh, the Virginia. Oh, Brazil. Okay. Virginia. Virginia. Walking across a vacant lot when they come in contact with a creature crouched in the weeds. The 3 to 4 foot tall creature is described as having red eyes and large head with bumps on it. The woman described the creature as looking sad or scared and smelling awful. The woman ran away. Unbeknownst to them, prior to her sighting, other witnesses reported seeing a damaged aircraft struggling through the air looking like it was about to crash. Unconfirmed rumors alleged that the military captured and transported the creature to a nearby hospital where it was studied before dying. The incident was investigated by the Brazilian government. Yeah, I won't say for this one. The Travis Walton one. The witnesses all passed polygraphs given by one of the best administrators of that procedure in the country, and to his credit, he said it will be impossible for these 5 men to all pass if they were attempting deception. Also, Travis was also stuck to it. Also, has always stuck to his account of the events, and was found severely dehydrated and found to have nothing in his stomach upon returning 5 days later. Okay, so that this may could be that he just fucking hallucinated that shit. Dehydrated and nothing in his food after 5 days. Yeah, that man is fucking seeing things. He probably ate something and saw that shit. Could be true though. Could be true. Okay. Well, I think this one was proven to be fake. Let's search up the alien sightings 2025. Ooh, what is this one then? What the hell? Was that a UFO above this Florida town Saturday? Shape-shifting object has some weird. Okay, let's see. What the hell? Fucking ad. Alright, skip ad. What the hell? Another ad. Skip ad again. Okay, let's see. Interesting, interesting. Ooh. I'm gonna guess it's a balloon. Ah, fucking damn it, ads. What the hell? Shape-shifting, slowly turning object hovered above Green Cove Springs on Saturday afternoon, leaving many to speculate about it. The morphine black object was high above just west of US 17 and south of Harbor Road, slowly heading southeast. It made no noise and was at least a few hundred feet off the ground. At the time, the shape was like a spacecraft, while it was also looked like a turtle shell, a ball inside with white outline that almost looked like a mouth and teeth. Naval Air Station Jackson announced recently it would be conducting training exercises beginning Saturday, March 22. The facility, okay, that there would be increase in aircraft noise. However, the object hovering about Green Cove made no noise that could be heard from the ground. Interesting. I do not think. You know what it is? It's a fucking balloon. Just opening up and down. What do you think? I don't think it looks cool. I will say that. Doesn't look like CGI or VFX cuz usually they use VFX cuz the thing is you can't really see it. Is there other witnesses? See, I don't want to see that. See, look, it's a trash bag. It looks like a trash bag. Ooh, what is this one like? This looks like a trash bag going in and out. You know, with the outline. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but have you seen a UFO? You are in Michigan. You're in Nolan. What's your know about the sightings? Yeah, see, it just looks like a bag just floating around slowly in the air. There was a green line on the bottom. This object was flying very fast to the west. I got to look at it for a couple seconds, but it was gone within seconds. The sighting appeared at 18 and lasted about 20 seconds. The object was larger than an airplane. Saw some object at 1844 while driving southwest of Petersburg. The object was twice the size of the airplane and was reported to be moving at more than up. It appeared in the middle of the sky, extremely bright light. Okay. Tied to the report for blah blah blah. This almost has 11 sightings from U.S. train in the Upper Peninsula, Lake Superior to Castle in southwest Michigan. Some of them are suspected to be drones. Not every sighting is reported to the UNFORs. A search of X, formerly Twitter, for references to UFOs or EPAs in Michigan showed a few sightings that are not in the UFO. Most did not give exact location. Yeah, I'm sorry. That just looks. It looked like a bag, just straight up like a bag, just floating in the air. Not. Maybe it was an alien ship. I don't know. His teenage saw some lights outside the farmhouse and watched as an object appear to land nearby and then hover over a marshy area. According to the Bentley, his other objects have been seen on March 14, March 16 by other, including Washington County Sheriff's deputies. According to an Ann Arbor News article, aircraft by the Ann Arbor District Library reported seeing an unusual air object between 9 to 10 p.m. According to the Historical Society, the woman in McIntyre residency at Hillsdale College saw flashing lights hovering over the college Sladen Arboretum and called Hillsdale's County Civil Service Director William Bud Van Horn. He told him to continue to observe the object, call again if it didn't disappear. It didn't, so they called, and Van Horn summoned the Hillsdale police car and two Michigan police then went to the dorm himself. Uh, they were rising to a point just below the airport beacon and then settled down to Earth again. Word spread quickly, even without social media, but about 150 people observed the phenomenon. Sorcerer fever infected Hillsdale in the days that followed the newspaper report of the incident. Hundreds of people cruised the streets of Hillsdale hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious light, and the police were kept busy chasing down leads phoned in by the sorcerer watchers. Other reports of US. Okay, so they don't really give much detail. A news conference. She said the manor and Hillsville sightings were caused by gases from rotting vegetation lowland areas that had been released during the spring thaw, aka swamp gas. A dismal swamp is most likely an unlikely space for a visit from outer space. Instead, photos taken by police officers were just trolls made as a result of camera time exposure of the rising crescent moon and the planet Venus. The public in Washington County Sheriff Douglas weren't buying the explanation. With all due respect to Dr. Hynek, I'm not ready to accept this weak excuse of gas from marshes. Came to say that people reporting signs were not crazy or hallucinating. Former Monroe News reporter Bob Vergis recalled interviewing Hynek in the 1980s during a visit to Monroe. One of the quotations from MC Night still goes in my head. UFOs are incredible tales told by credible people, Virgils wrote. Interesting, interesting. So they all claim to see aliens. No! This was fake? Fake? Like cake. Damn, these shits ugly as hell. Now, I would believe maybe this, but that just looks like a helicopter. Like, I want to believe, but I'm skeptical of what is an alien and what isn't. Also, these, I think they figured out it's basically satellites. I don't know how it's explained, but basically, at certain angles, the freaking satellites will basically. Oh no, but those happen in the sky, like while you're in an airplane. I don't know about these actually. I won't lie. All these guys. I won't lie. I thought these were real. I actually thought these were real. Michigan mentioned real. It's apparently the hotbed like alien abduction stories and UFO sightings. But these guys, these alien ones, I dead ass thought it were real. I genuinely for a second I was like, damn, this kind of seems believable. And then nope, they're fake. They're made out of out of paper mache and different bones. But hey, the guy who made them, CeeLo joined. Welcome to TikTok Live. Welcome to TikTok Live. We're talking about aliens. Who the guy when they make these, I'm like, damn, that takes skill, like not skill, but like dedication. I would not. If that was them, I would not be doing that. Like, imagine taking your time to build this. Hell no. Horrifying UFO video from Austin, Texas is going viral. What is this? I think that's. So a giant pulsing orb appears to be clustered a bunch of smaller objects. It looks like a beehive that somehow been turned inside out. The bottom of the orb has a golden glow, as if it has some type of heat source that could be propelling it or keeping it afloat somehow. Most convincing is the way that have a woman given a very real street-sounding account of the craft. Visual effects are very striking, but there's one glaring problem with this sighting. That would be that no one else seems to have seen it. You would think this big and scary would have seen by multiple people and not just one random person. So even so, we established this is fake. How would you react if you saw this? Oh, this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw this. Yeah, this was fake. This is fake. Like it's not good CGI, but it's very good. Like, oh, I can't even see the comments. Excuse my language, but if this is the real deal, I said no. Believe me till I seen it. Like, see, if you want to make like a believable, like UFO freaking uh sighting, don't have it this close to your thing. Make it like somewhere off in the distance, like a little dot. Just so like if you want to make it believable, be like, okay, here's a little dot, and then boom, and then you follow it. You see the like let's say you're videogramming like I don't know birds or something, and then boom, you see it, and then bam, yeah. Here you can tell it's fake. If it's Jesus, I don't care. It's Herger. If you ever see something like that and a missile don't hit, it's fake. Lol. I'm more disturbed with how you say huge. You awful calm for seeing something so supernatural. The Mexican music in the background. She's not panicking enough for me. The crazy thing is my mom will believe this. I'm calling BS equal AI. I'm telling President Trump. Yeah, that's not AI. That was pretty easy to make. Okay, interesting, interesting. Like something like this seems believable. Let's see here. Can I see that? Ooh, Kentucky police officer Robert Clayton says he has a UF cut straight out of Hollywood. Michelle Reyes. Okay, look. This I don't believe. Could just be something floating in the sky. This maybe, but that just looks like a light. This looks like a light bulb, or like one of those street lamps. This one was proven to be fake. This could be real. Like it looks realish, but it's pretty easy to Photoshop. But let me see. I know. Shit. Hold up. Now the Canadian Prime Minister confirmed aliens are real, and I forgot what he said. Oh no, it wasn't. Sorry, yeah. Former Minister of National Defense Paul Heyer in alien claims. Paul Paul Heyer, who served as Canada's Minister of National Defense in the 1960s, publicly claimed the aliens exist and have been visiting Earth. He claimed that the governments, including the United States, were aware of this fact but were keeping it secret. Hayer's claim, which include details about alien species and advanced technology, were never officially confirmed or denied by the Canadian government. Crazy, crazy. Mark Carney is the current Prime Minister of Canada. There's no evidence of or official statement from Prime Minister Carney acknowledging the existence of aliens or extraterrestrial visitations. I dropped my phone. Yeah, it was that guy he's the one who made the claim of aliens exist. I'm going to bed. Have fun with the rest of the stream. All right, thank you. Thank you, Brett's brother. Hopefully, someone else joins. But if not, I'll see what I'll just chat around. If not, I might end stream soon. But yeah, thank you for joining the stream. And if you can, I'll be streaming tomorrow. If you want to join again, it's only been 2 hours. That should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, let me look this. Friends. Let's see. From yeah, Paul Harry. Paul Harry. Let's go look into a little more of him. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. On June 3, 1967, inaugurated an unidentified object landing pad in St. Paul, Alberta. The pad was built as the town's Canadian central celebration object and as a symbol of keeping space free from human warfare. In 2005, made headlines by public announcing that he believed in the existence of UFOs on September 25, 2005. He was a guest speaker at an Exopolitics conference in Toronto where he told that he had seen a UFO one night with his late wife and some friends. The Ottawa Citizen reported in 2007 Hilo was demanding a world government close alien technology that could solve the problem of climate change. In an interview with RT in 2014, claimed that at least 4 species of aliens have been visiting Earth for thousands of years, most of them coming from other star systems, although there are some living on Venus, Mars, and Saturn's moon. Here was there. Okay, let's see. What were the four four alien species? I want to start what we're doing right now. We're apparently 4 different species of aliens have been visiting Earth for thousands of years. I don't have, I don't quite have the evidence at hand, but Paul Hare, who used to be Kennedy, claims he has. What? They took it off? Crazy. This makes it a little more believable. To believe that there would be between 2 and 12 different species of aliens. Now he says he's received reports that there might be as many as 80. Damn. Perhaps most interesting to our self-centered species is some of them apparently look just like us indeed. He claimed 2 alien ladies went to Las Vegas to shop dressed as nuns and no one was any the wiser. Why would they be? This was Vegas. Try that again in Springfield, Illinois. In case you feel that way, you've met one in your hometown. Some are tall Nordic blondes, some are short grays, and some look like aliens in cartoons. At this point, you'll be worried whether these aliens are mean spirited. Haler says that only 1 or 2 species might be threatening. He didn't mention whether they spoke Klingon. Okay, so they don't really believe him. In previous pronouncements, Haler has insisted that aliens know how to make us greener. The aliens would it seems like to teach us better ways to live. Hare believes though that they were waiting for our consent. Moreover, they're scared that if they repeat themselves, we'd throw a what the fuck? Conniption? Conniption. Yo, this man just fucking threw this random ass word here. The fuck does this mean? Conniption. A fit of rage or hysterics. The fuck? Okay, I guess. Olmsted says that these aliens have never seen a single sci-fi show. We've been begging them to sort us out for many a year. Okay. You'll be wondering though about their technology. The aliens are light years ahead of us, and apparently a lot of the things we use today we got from them. That's why it's called the Samsung Galaxy. Microchips and Kevlar vests are 2 of the other creations that, according to Sirius Haler, came from outer spatial sources. We get a lot more technology from them if we would go about it peacefully, concerned that we might truly need a Star Wars capability if we shoot down every UFO that comes into our airspace. It's easy to dismiss Haler as being well from another planet, but our obsession with what's out there believes surely are considerable to the cycle what we have become. Perhaps hardest to swallow is Haler's notion that the majority of alien species out there are benign, loving, and progressive. to be supposedly within reach of better attitudes and better technologies, and only to receiving them because we don't ask for them. Seems to be ultimately in tragedy. Oh no. Nah, it's okay. Supposedly, which dear aliens, would you prove your rebellion ways by sorting out the three things that are bothering me right now? You know what they are because you have technology, right? I'm asking you nicely, pretty please. Okay. So most people don't believe him. Crazy. Makes sense. But alright, I'm gonna be ending stream soon since low key I don't feel like just doing stream by myself and Ace is not joining. So hopefully hopefully next stream he'll join.